In the world of smartphones, the loudest launch is rarely the one that lasts. We've all seen it, the flashy event, the impossible promises, the features that vanish from the software update a few months later. It's a cycle built on hype, not longevity. But what if a phone was designed not to grab your attention for a week, but to hold your trust for years? What if its ambition wasn't measured in megapixels or millimeters of thickness, but in the quiet confidence of daily use? This is the story we're beginning to see unfold with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, a device that seems to be rejecting the industry's obsession with first impressions in favor of a much more profound and enduring goal: becoming the most reliable, thoughtful, and genuinely useful tool you own. It's a phone that doesn't shout, it simply works, and works exceptionally well, day after day. And in a market saturated with noise, that kind of quiet competence might just be the most revolutionary feature of all. Before we dive into the intricate details of this upcoming flagship, if you're someone who values deep, thoughtful analysis over fleeting headlines, consider subscribing to our channel. We focus on the technology that truly matters for your everyday experience, breaking down the real-world impact of the latest updates so you can make informed decisions without the marketing fluff. Now, let's get into the heart of the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The philosophy behind the S26 Ultra appears to be one of intelligent restraint. Samsung, having spent over a decade at the very top of the Android hierarchy, has learned a valuable lesson: the most impressive phones aren't always the ones with the most radical changes, but the ones that refine their core competencies to near perfection. This isn't a company starting from scratch, it's a master craftsman returning to their finest work, looking for the subtle imperfections only they can see, and polishing them away. The result is a device that feels instantly familiar, yet profoundly different in the hand. The design language hasn't been thrown out and rewritten, it's been edited, tightened, and humanized. Early renders and official teasers confirm a move away from the aggressively sharp, almost architectural lines of the S25 Ultra. The new chassis features more rounded corners, not just on the display, but on the metal frame itself. This is far more than an aesthetic choice. In practice, it transforms the phone's feel. The previous Ultra models, while undeniably premium, could feel a little clinical, a little too precise, like a beautifully machined instrument you were afraid to drop. The S26 Ultra, by softening those edges, invites you to hold it, to use it, to live with it. It trades a fraction of its visual severity for a significant gain in comfort, making it far less likely to dig into your palm during long scrolling sessions or video calls. It's a small change that speaks volumes about Samsung's priorities for this generation. It's not just a showpiece for your desk, it's a companion for your life. This human-centered approach extends to the front of the device, where the display remains the undisputed crown jewel of the Ultra experience. For years, the race for the thinnest bezel has been a key battleground, but the S26 Ultra suggests Samsung is calling a truce. Instead of pushing the boundaries of structural engineering to shave off another 0.1, the focus has shifted to balance and usability. The bezels are reported to be slightly more uniform around the screen, creating a cleaner, more symmetrical appearance that is simply more pleasing to the eye. This isn't a step backward in technology, it's a step forward in wisdom. Ultra, thin bezels, while visually striking in a press photo, often lead to practical compromises. They can be more prone to accidental touches when holding the phone, and they can create weak points that compromise the overall durability of the device. By opting for a more balanced bezel profile, Samsung is prioritizing the real-world experience over the spec sheet. You won't be showing off your bezel-less phone to friends, but you will appreciate the fact that you can comfortably grip it without fear of triggering a phantom tap, or, worse, a catastrophic crack. The screen itself is expected to be a 6.9-inch QHD Dynamic AMOLED 2X panel, which has become the gold standard for mobile displays. It will support a smooth 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, intelligently scaling between 1Hz and 120 Hz depending on the content to save battery life, and it's rumored to hit a peak brightness of an astonishing 600 nits. This level of brightness isn't just for bragging rights, it's a critical feature for outdoor usability, ensuring your screen remains perfectly readable, even under the harshest midday sun. Paired with Corning's latest Gorilla Armor glass, which promises better scratch resistance and reduced glare, the S26 Ultra's display is shaping up to be not just beautiful, but genuinely robust and practical for everyday life. Moving to the back of the phone, The camera system is where Samsung's confidence is most visibly on display. The design of the camera module has undergone a significant evolution. Gone is the relatively flat, integrated look of some predecessors. In its place is a more pronounced, layered, and vertically oriented housing that proudly announces the importance of the optics within it. This is a clear statement. Samsung is no longer trying to hide the fact that this is a serious camera system. The larger bump is a direct consequence of the hardware upgrades inside. Leaked specifications point to a formidable quad camera setup headlined by a 200-megapixel main sensor, likely the refined version of the HP2 sensor we saw in the S24 Ultra. This sensor is capable of capturing an immense amount of detail, but more importantly, it uses pixel binning technology to combine 16.06 micron pixels into one massive 2.4 micron superpixel for vastly superior low light performance. The message here is clear: Samsung is betting on physics, not just software. A larger aperture and a bigger sensor capture more light at the source, which gives the image processing pipeline a much stronger foundation to work with. This leads to cleaner, more natural-looking photos with less digital noise and more accurate colors, especially in challenging lighting conditions. It's a fundamental shift from trying to fix a bad photo in software to getting the best possible photo right from the start. But the real magic of the S26 Ultra's camera system may lie in its telephoto capabilities. The leaks suggest a dual telephoto setup, featuring both a 3x optical zoom lens and a powerful 5x periscope telephoto lens. The 5x periscope is reportedly a 50-megapixel sensor, a significant upgrade from the lower-resolution sensors used in previous generations. This higher resolution is crucial for two reasons. First, it allows for much more detailed images when you're zoomed in, preserving the quality that makes a high-end camera worthwhile. Second, and perhaps more importantly, it dramatically improves the quality of zoomed-in video. Video is far more demanding than still photography because it requires consistent, high-quality data for every single frame. A higher resolution sensor provides the necessary headroom to deliver smooth, stable, and detailed video even at 5x magnification. A feature will be a godsend for mobile creators and travelers who want to capture distant subjects without carrying a separate camera. This focus on video quality across all lenses, including the ultra, wide and the main sensor, suggests that Samsung understands the modern user's need for a versatile, all-in-one content creation tool. The camera isn't just for snapping quick photos, it's for telling stories, and the S26 Ultra is being engineered to be the best storyteller in your pocket. This commitment to practical, everyday excellence is further reinforced by the phone's internal power. The S26 Ultra is expected to be powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset, a custom variant built specifically for Samsung's flagship devices. Built on a cutting-edge 3nm process, this processor promises not just raw speed, but also improved power efficiency, which translates directly to better battery life. However, the most significant aspect of this new chip is its focus on artificial intelligence. Unlike previous generations where AI was often a buzzword attached to minor features, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is built from the ground up with a powerful neural processing unit designed to handle complex on-device AI tasks. This means features that rely on AI, like advanced photo editing, real-time language translation, voice assistance, and predictive text will be faster, more accurate, and, crucially, more private, as the processing happens directly on your phone instead of being sent to a remote server. Imagine an AI that can intelligently isolate a subject in a photo with a single tap, or one that can summarize a long article or email thread in seconds, or even one that can adjust your phone's settings based on your habits throughout the day. These aren't just gimmicks, they are the building blocks of a more intuitive and helpful personal device. The S26 Ultra's hardware is being positioned not just to run today's apps, but to be the platform for the next generation of intelligent, context-aware software. Of course, all this power and intelligence needs to be sustained, and the S26 Ultra appears to have a solid plan for that. It's expected to house a 5000 mAh battery, the same capacity as its predecessor, but paired with a more efficient chipset and a smarter display, the overall battery life should see a noticeable improvement. More excitingly, Samsung is finally giving its wired charging a significant boost. The phone is rumored to support 6EW fast charging, a major leap from the 45W of the S25 Ultra. This means you can go from 0 to 75% in just 30 minutes, a game changer for anyone who's ever woken up to a dead phone before a busy day. Wireless charging is also getting a meaningful upgrade, jumping to 25W, which is 100W faster than before, making it a much more viable option for topping up your phone on a nightstand or desk key. Perhaps most reassuringly for long-time Samsung fans, reverse wireless charging is confirmed to be staying. This feature, which allows you to wirelessly charge other devices like earbuds or a smartwatch by placing them on the back of your phone, is a small but incredibly useful bit of practicality that many manufacturers have abandoned in the name of simplification. Samsung's decision to keep it, even as they add new internal magnets for accessory alignment, shows a deep understanding of their user base and a commitment to retaining features that add genuine value to the daily experience. Then there's the S Pen. In an age where most manufacturers have abandoned the stylus as a relic of the past, Samsung's continued investment in the S Pen is a powerful statement of intent. It's a clear signal that the Galaxy Ultra line is not just for consumers, but for professionals, creatives, and anyone who sees their phone as a productivity tool. For the S26 Ultra, the S Pen itself is getting a subtle but meaningful redesign. It's expected to be slightly curvier and more ergonomic, aligning better with the phone's softer overall aesthetic. The clicker button at the top is also being engineered for a more satisfying and intuitive feel. While there are no rumors of major new Bluetooth-powered features, the focus seems to be on perfecting the core experience: writing, drawing, and navigating with precision. The S Pen remains a unique differentiator for the Ultra, a physical extension of the user that offers a level of control and creativity that a touchscreen alone simply cannot match. Its continued presence is a testament to Samsung's belief that a flagship phone should cater to a wide range of needs, not just the most common ones. All of these thoughtful refinements come together in a package that Samsung appears to be pricing with remarkable stability. Despite the significant upgrades in charging speed, camera hardware, and processing power, the starting price for the S26 Ultra is expected to remain largely unchanged from the S25 Ultra in key markets. This is a bold move in an industry where prices typically creep upward with each new generation. It suggests that Samsung is confident enough in the value proposition of the S26 Ultra that it doesn't need to rely on a price hike to justify its existence. However, this stability comes with a trade-off. Due to a global RAM shortage, the generous pre-order bonuses that have been a staple of Galaxy launches, like the free storage upgrade from 256GB to 512GB, are likely to be absent this year. While this might disappoint some early adopters, it actually reinforces the core message of the phone itself. The value isn't in a temporary promotional gimmick, it's baked into the hardware. The base model is expected to start with a healthy 256GB of storage, with options going up to a massive 1TB for those who need it. This means you're paying for a complete, high-quality product from day one, not for a promise of a future discount. When you step back and look at the Galaxy S26 Ultra as a whole, a clear picture emerges. This is not a phone chasing viral moments or trying to out-flash its competitors. It's a meticulously crafted device, built on a foundation of experience, user feedback, and a deep understanding of what makes a smartphone truly great over the long haul. Every change, from the softer edges to the more powerful telephoto lens, from the faster charging to the retention of reverse wireless charging, feels deliberate and purposeful. It's the work of a company that has moved beyond the need to prove itself and is now focused on perfecting its craft. The S26 Ultra isn't asking you to be amazed by it in the first 5 seconds. It's asking for your trust over the next 500 days. It's designed to be the phone that's always there, always working, always ready, and always just a little bit better than you remembered. In a world of constant, noisy innovation, this kind of quiet, confident reliability might be the most impressive feat of engineering of all. It's not just a new phone, it's a promise of a better, simpler, and more productive relationship with your technology. As we await its official unveiling, scheduled for February 25, 2026, and its subsequent release in mid-March, the anticipation for the S26 Ultra isn't fueled by speculation about wild new features, but by the confidence that Samsung has listened, learned, and refined. It's the anticipation of a master returning to their masterpiece, not to repaint it, but to ensure every brushstroke is perfect. This is the essence of a true flagship, not the one that makes the biggest splash, but the one that leaves the deepest, most lasting impression. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be that phone. If you found this deep dive into its potential helpful, please give this video a like, and subscribe to our channel for more thoughtful, in-depth tech analysis that goes beyond the surface. We'll be here to break down the official specs and real-world performance the moment the S26 Ultra lands, so you'll know exactly what you're getting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.